Okay, so 2025 was crazy, but it wasn't crazy, but it's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? We are black, we are beautiful, we are balanced. Say it with me. We are black, we are beautiful, we are balanced. Okay? Thank you so much for joining me on my 2025 wrap up. Let's start first of all with the fact that every year I do a word. Funny enough, this year my word was curate. I wanted to curate the life I wanted. I wanted to curate my content. I wanted to be very consistent on the content that I put out. I wanted to curate my life in terms of my day-to-day, whether that was going to the gym or having a schedule or making dinner plans. Like, I wanted to make sure I was kind of curating my life. And my thought process behind the life part of it was like taking a more proactive approach. Like, curate the life you want. You want this outcome. Well, what do we need to do on the back end at the beginning to get to, said place? I set out on a mission actually to post, to try to post every day, every weekday, which is so crazy in hindsight because I was also, 8 months pregnant, 7 months pregnant, right when 2025 started. So I was very ambitious. But I did pretty good. I mean, when I was still pregnant, I did actually very great. Okay, so as far as the curating my life, I would say life threw me some curveballs, as it does. I was laid off after my maternity leave, so before I returned back to work. So I had to pivot on my thought process, but it also allowed me to reprioritize. I feel like it's nothing like losing your job to kind of be like, people be like, I ain't working for nobody no more, and I need to be an entrepreneur, and I want to have this type of money, I want to have this set up. So I have some of that. I don't want to be an entrepreneur, but I do have a different perspective on, my finances or, a side hustle or on my network. That's something I always was, not always, but in the last few years, I've been trying to be better at. And I actually was really getting started at it when I went on maternity leave, like reaching out to people and connecting with people and just growing the people that I knew so that when I needed something, I wasn't like I just started talking to you. But I was on a fast track to when I needed something. But still, it's like things like that I know that I want to adjust for next year. And not all of that came out of kind of this curating place that I was forced into when my circumstances changed in 2025. Now, with that being said, 2025 was a blessing year for me as well. I, brought a child into this world on my own, no less. Girl, even when I feel like a little down, a little weary, a little, not the most hopeful, it's like, snap out of it. You know what you just did? You know what you did? You know what you did in March? Girl, you gotta remember who you are. I gotta do that kind of stuff. I transitioned into a mom of two. Even though I did lose my job, I feel blessed that I've been able to be at home with my child. The circumstances aren't like amazing, but it's also like I just feel blessed. She'll be a year old in 3 months or less than 3 months. So it's like to be at home with your child for now almost 10 months it's a blessing. Like being with your baby in the beginning of their life and caring for them, and that's just unmatched. And I am grateful and forever grateful for it. I've gotten more consistent in the gym this year, and it's kind of shown me about the perspective I need to have for myself, for going to the gym as an example, but for doing the things for myself. It has to be part of the schedule. It has to be built into part of the day. And then it also my whole concept for going to the gym is with 2 kids or with a newborn, there's a time where you're getting like 2 hours of sleep at a time, 3 times, maybe 3 times is a great night, And then you think about, you still get up and go. You still, I would have been going back to work and I would have been, in the sleepless nights. Or, when your child does have a rough night, maybe my toddler who sleeps through the night, maybe she had a rough night. Whatever it is, I get up and I go to work. Or I get up and I make dinner. Or I get up and take her to daycare. So it's like that type of stuff that you muster up the energy to do, I gotta apply that to myself. And that's literally what I started telling myself. Little things like, when my alarm goes to go to the gym, girl, go ahead and get up. You ain't gonna get that much more sleep anyway. You're already awake. You're gonna sleep on the surface, or your daughter gonna wake up. And then you're gonna really be upset because now you're up with her, but you could have been up for yourself. Get up out that bed. Y'all know him on Instagram. Get up out that bed and go to the gym. I have got to place myself in the center of the things that need to be done for me, not for everybody else. They're not missing a beat on their mom or on dinner or going to work when I'm an employee. And it's like, I need to apply that to myself. And it is not easy. It's hard because this world will get you down and will be feeling like you deserve a break all the time. And you do deserve a break. But all the time, y'all, listen, you've been on break for a long time. It's been a long lunch break. We got to get to it. And also, when you don't get no time to yourself, ooh, you got to take it when you can get it, honey. You got to take it. I'll go on a walk in a second. I need some air. I'm going on a walk, 30-minute walk, and I'll come back. So that has been my biggest lesson in 2025 is making the time that I'm doing a part of the schedule. What's important for me is just as important as everything else that we automatically think we have to take care of. Also, 2025 allowed me kind of a sense of grounding in like my relationships. I feel like prior to becoming a mom, I had a lot of struggles with like friendships or even my relationship or anything where I felt like I was just different in my expectation or different in how I related or different in how I expressed myself or how much I talked about something or how in depth I was. I just felt like I was always different. And for some reason this year, I don't know if it's just the hustle and bustle or the being tired, but I really reached a place of peace with it, and not a peace like negatively towards other people. Not like, they don't want to talk to me. It's not like that. It's just that maybe I'm too preoccupied to even worry about it. Like, I appreciate when I hang out with my friends. I appreciate when I see them. I appreciate if I plan something. I appreciate if they plan something. So I don't know. I think it might be having 2 kids. It probably is. But also it's just like people just in different phases. Everybody's in different phases all the time. And I always knew that, but if I'm being honest, I still kind of felt like, dang, I wish it was like this though. And I feel like I don't have that anymore. I feel great about, all my friends in my life and who we are, how we are, what we talk about, what certain friends talk about, what me and certain friends do. Like, I just feel like I'm in a good place with that. And I really love that for me. I don't want to go too long in 2025 because I will be doing a part 2, and I'll be talking about my intentions for 2026, how I feel about the new year coming up. Even though for me, my birthday's in November, so I'll be feeling good from November through December. I'm like, January, child, we've been doing this. We've been having a new year. But I will be talking about 2026 on my next video. I would love to know if you have any questions for me about 2025 or about my plans for 2026 or my word of the year. I'll get into all of that type of stuff, but I would love to answer some questions if people have them, or if they just have their own, you have your own comments about your own year or what you want to do differently or what you've done in 2025, and I might just, respond to it, or it might inspire me to say something different. So in the meantime, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because Black, Beautiful, and Balanced is going to have more episodes, and I also will be doing some other content on my YouTube page in 2026 that I'm really excited about. But thank you so much for your support, and I hope everybody has an amazing and safe new year, and I'm going to see y'all next year. Thanks. Bye. We are Black, we are beautiful, we are balanced. Say it with me. We are Black, we are beautiful, we are balanced. Okay?